Hi guys, and welcome to the 5th Unofficial Community Manager Diary. Now, as always with these diaries, what I do is look at the questions from the last one, answer the best one, and that person gets a copy of Interstellar Marines. Now, the question from last week, which is the best one, was from a gentleman called Eric Neely, and he asked, how is it going to work in terms of weapons modifications, scopes, stocks, all that kind of thing? Well, first of all, Eric, the way that we're going to unlock different things is through an XP system, so very much like Rainbow Six. If you do missions successfully, you'll gain XP. If you do certain actions successfully, you'll gain XP. And then you can choose which weapons that you want to unlock in a series. You can also choose which modifications you want to unlock for those weapons. Now, in terms of the depth of the question that you asked, we're not sure at the moment how many, for example, scopes will be unlocked or how many suppressors will be available. That will come later on as we develop the game, but there will be a large degree of changes and modifications that you can do to your individual weapon and equipment and also your character. So, Eric, thank you very much for that question. Your copy of Interstellar Marines is winging its way through YouTube right now. I really hope you enjoy playing the game. So the same for everybody else. If you've got any questions based on this video, please put them in the comments. The best one I'll read out next week and you will win a copy of Interstellar Marines. So this week, what's been going on? Well, I'm not going to start with the obvious. I'm going to start with the unobvious. Just a second. Cup of tea time. At the beginning of this week, I completely forgotten that we were having an intern. And this is a lady called Mia, who's going to be with us for 8 weeks. And by trade, she's an anthropologist. Now, you're probably thinking the exact same thing I did. What the hell does an anthropologist have to do with building a computer game? It turns out quite a lot, because she's got a lot of skills across different areas. Now, that could be soft skills such as what motivates people, or possibly what motivates an alien race. It's harder skills such as how people interact and how people move around. So she's got quite a lot of things she can do. And she spent the whole of Monday with Karsten and I talking about different things. But one of the most interesting things that she did is she spent 3 hours on Monday looking at you. So she was looking through the forums to see what kind of people post on the forums, and specifically how Carson and I can answer questions better, can provide you more information. And that's something she's going to come back to us with in the future. So just be careful out there, guys, because right now you're being studied by one exceptionally intelligent lady. So that was the first part of the week. Then on late Monday, I think early Tuesday probably, we got word from Steam that they're going to do a Greenlight anniversary sale. Now, at the time, Steam had said they're going to do the sale and start at 7 PM on Friday, which is today as I'm recording this. And then it was Wednesday when we were told, no, they're going to bring it forward a day to Thursday, basically to give us a more opportune chance to go ahead and see if we could, increase sales. And at first, the discussion internally basically consisted of two parts. One, is it too close to the launch to drop the price? Because we could have been in the Steam summer sale and we would have made a lot of money, but we didn't do it because if we'd have done that, we felt it was too close to the launch of the game, and we didn't feel it was right for anybody who's already purchased to see the game drop within a few weeks. So we didn't do the Steam summer sale. It was a short discussion, that was, and the answer was a very rapid no. But this one was different because it's a one-off. It's the first anniversary of Greenlight, and as you know, we came through Greenlight. It's because we were upvoted in Greenlight that we're now in early access. And so the discussion was 2 points. Number one, is it too close to the original launch? Number two, will the additional exposure that we get be worth it? And when we looked at it, we felt a combination of the unique opportunity that this is, because this is not a summer sale, it's not a winter sale, it's not a midweek madness, it's a one-off. There will never be another first anniversary of Greenlight. So would it be silly of us, we're now what, 2 months or roughly 2 months past launch, would it be silly of us to give up an opportunity like this? Because all the money that comes in from something like this is pumped straight back into the game. Now, I'm going to tell you some information here which isn't really public knowledge. I'm kind of using this almost as a vindication of as part vindication of the decision that we took. And that is this: when we say for the love of the game, it's not a marketing slogan, it's an actual way of life. Now, I'm one of the lucky ones. I've worked now for 2 months and had 1 week's pay. Karsten worked for 5 months with nothing. Kim did the first half of this entire year with no pay at all. That's how dedicated we are to the game, and that's how much we pump back into what we're doing. So like I said before, it's not a slogan, it's a way of life. Now, with the way things are going with Steam, we can now start getting paid, and that's fine. But all of us have put in that effort. And we looked at the Greenlight anniversary sale and thought, we're far enough away now from the launch to go ahead and do it. All of the money is just going to be pumped straight back into creating the game anyway. It would be silly to miss this opportunity. It's not something we planned for. It's not something we thought 2 months ago, yeah, we'll take part of that, because 2 months ago we didn't even know about this. We only knew about this on, as I say, Monday or Tuesday. So that's the thinking internally behind going ahead with the Greenlight sale. And I know that there are some people that look at it and think, bad decision. And there's a certain amount of validity in that, but it's one of those decisions where it's a judgment. And I think we've made the right judgment. You could argue we've made the wrong one, but I think we've made the right judgment in going ahead and taking part in this anniversary sale. And I think there's more than 50 Greenlight companies, Greenlight Games, gone ahead and taken part in it. So that's just a bit of information on the background of that. It's if you're not interested in that, then just ignore what I just said. But I do know that quite a number of our core members and core community members will be interested in that. So, and that to me is what these videos are all about. This is not, as I said before, as far as I'm concerned, if you're watching this video, you're intelligent enough and you're mature enough to understand that this is not coming from ZPS. This is my personal diary. And although it contains information about ZPS and Interstellar Marines, and you're intelligent and mature enough to understand that these are my personal views, not an official marketing communication. So please do take that in mind whenever you watch these videos, so that you understand that this is what I think. This is not what ZPS thinks. And I'm being very honest in the information that I'm bringing out from the company, because basically Kim has turned around and said, we want to be super open. It's part of open door development. We want to be super indies, is the phrase that he uses. So yeah, let's take advantage of that, and I'll try and share as much as I can with you guys about what happens behind the scenes. So that's all about the Greenlight anniversary. Cup of tea time. So the other thing that happened this week was Kim's video. Now, Kim always comes across in his videos as somebody who's super assured, super charismatic, super fired up for Interstellar Marines. And the last two are completely true. He's an exceptionally charismatic individual, and he has carried Interstellar Marines from birth to where it is today. He is as committed to this game as he is to his wife and his kids. For them, it's that serious. But he's not always as happy in front of the camera. And these kind of pieces, this kind of straight to camera talking, I found out this week actually unnerves him a little bit. It's not something he really enjoys. So what we were doing, when we found out on Tuesday about the anniversary sale, we decided it would make a lot of sense to bring forward the video we wanted Kim to do about what we're going to be doing for the rest of this year and what our plans are for next year. So to give you guys a basic roadmap of what will be coming and approximately when. We'd originally kind of planned on getting this done next week, but we focused on it. Once we heard about the anniversary sale, we decided to focus on it and try and get it done this week. Now, on Wednesday night, Kim was in the office with Karsten, recording his footage for the video, and then that footage is off with a gentleman who's editing it for us, and we should get it back hopefully today, Friday. But it was actually obviously I'm based in Spain, so I'm watching what he's doing through the webcam which we've got on a notebook in the office. And it was fascinating watching Kim, and you should get to see some of this because Carson's recorded it on a video camera as well, just kind of behind the scenes footage just to see what happens. And it was so funny watching him because he's getting in and starting and doing his work, his speeches, and then halfway through he goes, fuck, and then just goes off on one. It actually was really funny to watch. But that video, we had planned to get that video out this Friday, so today. So in a way, Steam have done us a favour by bringing forward the sale by a day because we haven't been able to get the video out in time. So it's kind of relieved the pressure to get that out. So that video we're hoping to get out next week, but there's a caveat to that because if we're not happy with the video and the way it's worked, then we'll scratch what we've done and come up with something different. And if that's the case, it may take a little longer. So please do keep that in mind about the video. Once we're happy with it, we'll release it. And it's not a question of being happy with it in terms of content. It's a question of being happy with it in terms of presentation because we want it to be good. To me, this is likely to be the most important video that we release this year because it contains information that you guys have been asking for a long time. And it's very good detailed information about our roadmap. And to me that is absolutely super crucial. So that is something that deserves to be done and presented properly. So if we're not happy with how it is, then we'll scrap that and we'll come up with something else, but you will get this information. That's basically it. That's all I wanted to talk about this week. Again, I've completely overrun the 5-minute mark. I actually do wonder if I'm capable of doing a video of only 5 minutes. But as always, please let me have your thoughts on this video. Do you find them interesting? Do you find it information that you want to hear about going behind the scenes like this of a developer? Because I'm releasing stuff which is fairly sensitive and not a lot of companies would do this. Or do you just find it boring? One other thing I forgot to mention, we will be doing the community map contest. The rules for that are written already. We're just now pondering when we're going to release it. So there's a chance that we might release it next week. And that will be a community map making contest, which the best map will be chosen, and then that will be used as the basis for a full-blown community map. So if you've ever been interested in that kind of thing, put your thinking cap on, start thinking about what you do and how you develop a map, and then when the contest goes live, you can put your ideas in. So yeah, so that's it for this week. Let me know what you think, let me know if you've got any questions. As always, the best question that's put into the YouTube comments will get read out, answered, and that person will win a copy of Interstellar Marines. So, as always, thank you for watching this. I thoroughly appreciate your time and the fact that you sit there for what is now almost 14 minutes listening to me talk. Enjoy your gaming. Take care.